Good evening. This is Mya, the Mya Duboyce Podcast. Thank you for joining um, with us. I do want to say that this is a little bit of a different podcast today. I know you guys have heard me speak on life insurance and the things that you go through. And right now, I just want to encourage those of you that are out there that are on the fence, whether it be life insurance, whether it be um, estate planning, whatever it might be. When we talk about the what if does happen. Just a little bit of a background here. Um, on Saturday morning, early morning, whatever you want to call it, I got the phone call that nobody ever wants to get. It's not easy. It's not a something that we ever want to go through. But right now, this circumstance, this happenstance, is so much of the don't know, whether it be by family members, whether it be by friends, whether it be family, and just being able to love on him while he was alive, and then being able to say our goodbyes. You know, um, I compare this to when my stepmom passed away. Um, and when she passed away, everything was done, everything was in place. There was no searching. There was the not knowing if there's a will. There wasn't a not knowing of what she wanted. And so I want you to begin to ask yourself, what do I want? What if happens? And do I have somebody that knows where these documents are, whether it be a will, whether it be my wishes, so that the family, so the friends are not guessing and not feeling like, oh, what do we do? How do we address this? How do we address that? How do we maneuver through it? Excuse me, how do we process the things that are going on here to get it out here? How do we grieve? How do you grieve and then be able to do it? When you talk about the things that they're hard topics, they're hard conversations, but I want to encourage you, please have these hard conversations, whether it be with your wife, whether it be with your kids, if they're at the age that they can do it. Um, because you don't want to be having these conversations after they've already passed. Because then you're asking yourself, why didn't I push myself? The family's pushing or asking the questions of what happened, where's it stored, where's this, where's that, and it can cause some strife. It can cause some problems. It can cause family issues of where does this go, where does that go, what I mean, anything and everything can happen that has that can, and so I want to just encourage those that are out there that are on the fence, whether it be just dealing with the will, because when the what if happens, do you have the 7, 10,000, 15,000, 20,000 to take care of it? Do you have it for the legacy of what you're leaving? If your wife, how would your wife want to live when you leave? Have you left enough to cover the rent? Cover for at least a month, 2 months. I mean, our typical right now, it takes two families to live. It takes, everybody is struggling from A to B. And in that middle ground, do you care enough enough to take care of it? Do you care enough to have the hard conversations? Do you care enough to get something in place, to get a will in place, to get a trust in place, to get a life insurance place? There's several things. And I'm not just talking about life insurance. I'm talking about a will. What do you want? Do you want to be resuscitated? Do you not want to be resuscitated? Do you have a DNR? Do you know where they are? Does your family know where they are? Can they go and grab them? Can they understand what it is? Do you know the state laws? Do you know where it should be? Do you have information? Because each state is individually different. Some things do not have to be filed with the county clerks. Like Arkansas, you have to file it with the county clerks for it to be valid. Other states, you don't. So knowing that and having that information, and knowing, how long it takes to get to the process to where you can get access or the family can get access. Whoever it might be doing that is dealing with the estate. Because when you have the issues and it comes up, you don't realize what a burden, how much of a problem it's going to be on the families. So again, I know this is, very dear at this point, near and dear to me. It'll probably be heard more than once, I'll be honest, because at this point, the not knowing has been very difficult. It's been a very process of just sitting, I'll be honest, depending upon God, so that my life can be able to be a light to others and be in the process. When we lose someone that's so near and so dear to us, that you can't pick up the phone, you can't call them, but you don't know how to process. And when you don't know how to process, it's even more of a burden because you don't know what the person's wishes are. So if you're a daughter, if you're a son, if you're a grandson, if you're someone that is looked up to as a spiritual kid that the parent has never had, because some of us, we don't realize that when you're looked up to as being an adopted daughter or an adopted parent, how much it means when they becomes to this point. If you're not reaching out to family and you're not telling them I love you, if you're not sending them flowers, if their love language is gifts, or if it's just a card in the mail, or if it's just a phone call away, or if it's just a text message away, please allow your inner self to begin to do that. Sometimes that message of just a text message that you're cared for can help, can add another day. We don't know. We don't know what God has next. But what I do know is that in the process of going through this, we all need hope. We all need a vision. And we all need a dream. And that's what family is for. It's not out here to hurt people. It's out here to love and to care for them. And each and every one of you that watch this on the replay, I hope that this has touched you in some way, somehow, because right now, this was a very difficult And some people are like, what? But it is not an easy task. It's not something to sit down and talk about. Because when it happens, we look at things and go, oh, we'll do it later. Well, now is a later. Now is the time to take action. Whether it be with me, whether it be with somebody else. But please take action to process your legacy and what you want that legacy to be. And not say to them, it's taken care of. Because what does it mean to you? It's taken care of. Might not mean the same thing when you pass to someone else. It's taken care of. But again, I hope and I pray that this touches somebody and touches their heart and allows them to stop and think, to have the hard conversation with family, with friends, to where there's no doubt that wishes are being carried out and the way they would want it, because things change. And I hope everyone has a great and wonderful evening Tuesday.